Hi, welcome to the channel NCRT Maths Tutor. In this video, we are going to learn Class 11 Mathematics, Chapter 16 Probability, Exercise 16.3, question number 12 to 15 solution. Question number 12, check whether the following probabilities P of A and P of B are consistently defined. P of A is equal to 0.5, P of B is equal to 0.7, P of A intersection B is equal to 0.6. Then we have the second problem. So here we have to check whether the probabilities are consistently defined or not. So related to the probability of A and B, we can have this formula: probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. In this case, when we take the probability of A and B and the probability of A intersection B, the probability of A intersection is always less than or equal to probability of A and probability of B. So here this probability of A intersection B cannot be greater than probability of A or probability of B. For example, let us say that we have a set A with 4 elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and B with the 3 elements 3, 4, 5. Now here if I find the A intersection B, here the common elements in A and B set are 3 and 4. So we get the answer 3, 4. So here we have 2 element, here we have 4 element, here we have 3 element. So you can see that here A intersection B is less than A or B. Similarly, let us say that now the B set consists of the same element like 1, 2, 3, 4. Then if I do now A intersection B, I get 1, 2, 3, 4 which consists of 4 element. In this case, A intersection B is equal to A or B. So whenever we consider the intersection operation, in the case of intersection operation, the total number of values in the set may be less than the set A or B, or it may be equal to the set A or B. That case may occur. So based on that, we can define the consistency of the probabilities. So now here, using this formula, we have to check that. So first they have given probability of A as 0.5, probability of B is 0.7 and probability of A intersection B is 0.6. See, now you just see this one. Here they have given the probability of A intersection B is 0.6. Then here we have the probability of B as 0.7. So this is less than this. But what about this? The probability of A we have 0.5 and this is 0.6. So this is greater than 0.5. So which is not at all possible. Whenever we consider this formula and to define the consistency, we should have always the probability of A intersection B less than or equal to probability of A and B. So that's why in this case you can see probability of A intersection B is greater than this one, which is not correct, which is invalid. So that's why we can say here probability of A and probability of B are not consistent, or that particular value, these values are violating this rule. Probability of A intersection B is not less than or equal to probability of A. That's why we can say probability of A and B are not consistent. Next, the second values. Probability of A is 0.5, probability of B is 0.4, probability of A union B is 0.8. See here, to check the consistency, we need the probability of A intersection B. But they have given the probability of A union B. So that's why now let us use this formula and let us find the value of probability of A intersection B. So probability of A union B is 0.8. Probability of A is 0.5 plus probability of B is 0.4 minus probability of A intersection B we need to find. So here we get 0.8, then 0.5 plus 0.4 is 0.9. Now let us take this to left hand side. So we have here plus probability of A intersection B is equal to 0.9. Let us take this to this side, minus 0.8. So probability of A intersection B is 0.1. Now you compare this value with the probability of A and probability of B. See, this value is less than probability of A as well as this value is less than probability of B. That means here the condition is satisfying. The probability of A intersection B is less than probability of A and B. So we can say that here the probability of A and probability of B are consistent. Question number 13. Fill in the blanks in following table. They have given probability of A, probability of B, probability of A intersection B, and probability of A union B, and some of the values are not given, and that we need to find. So to solve this, we have to use the formula probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. In the first case, they have given A value 1 by 3, B probability 1 by 5, then intersection is 1 by 15. Now let us find this probability of A union B. Directly apply the formula probability of A 1 by 3 plus probability of B 1 by 5 minus probability of A intersection B is 1 by 15. So if you take the LCM as 15, we get here 5 plus 3 minus 1. So the answer is 7 by 15. Second problem. Again, here we need to find the value of probability of B. Apply the formula and substitute the value. Probability of A union B is 0.6. Probability of A is 0.35. Probability of B we need to find. Then minus probability of A intersection B is minus 0.25. Now 0.6 is equal to 0.35 minus 0.25 gives 0.1 plus probability of B. Let us take this value to the left hand side. So we have here 0.6 minus 0.1 is equal to probability of B. So probability of B is equal to 0.5. Next, third problem. Again, here we need to find probability of A intersection B. Let us apply the formula and let us write the values. So here we have probability of A union B is 0.7, probability of A is 0.5, probability of B is 0.35 minus probability of A intersection B. This we need to find. So here we get 0.7 is equal to 0.5 plus 0.35, that is 0.85 minus probability of A intersection B. Now take this to left hand side. So probability of A intersection B is equal to 0.85. Take this to right hand side, minus 0.7. Probability of A intersection B is equal to 0.15. Question number 14. Given probability of A is equal to 3 by 5 and probability of B is equal to 1 by 5, find probability of A or B if A and B are mutually exclusive event. See here, we can use the same formula, but in this formula we can make some modification. They have given in the question A and B are mutually exclusive event. For the mutually exclusive event, if we find the intersection, then there we get the null set as the answer. That means the probability of A intersection B is here 0. Because as they have given A and B are mutually exclusive, there is no common outcome between the event A and B. So A intersection B is null. That means probability of A intersection B is 0 here. So instead of writing this whole thing, you can make the modification in the formula, or you can write this as 0, or you can directly write this formula. That is probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B. So they have given probability of A as 3 by 5. Similarly, probability of B as 1 by 5. Then we need to find probability of A or B. That A or B means A union B. So probability of A union B is equal to probability of A is 3 by 5 plus probability of B is 1 by 5, and this is 0 because they have given in the question mutually exclusive. So this we can take here 0. If it is not given, then you can't take this. Then you can't solve this problem. As they have given here A and B are mutually exclusive, so directly you can write this formula and you can solve. Minus 0. So here we get 3 plus 1 by 5. So 4 by 5. So probability of A or B is equal to 4 by 5. Next, question number 15. If E and F are events such that probability of E is equal to 1 by 4, probability of F is equal to 1 by 2, and probability of E and F is equal to 1 by 8, find probability of E or F, then probability of not E and not F. So first here they have given the values. Probability of E we know 1 by 4, then probability of F is 1 by 2, and probability of E intersection F, that is E and F means E intersection F, is equal to 1 by 8. First here we need to find probability of E or F, means probability of E union F. Let us write the formula. See, same formula I have taken, this formula. The only changes in the place of A I have taken the event E, and in the place of B I have taken the event F. So probability of E union F is equal to probability of E plus probability of F minus probability of E intersection F. Now to find probability of E union F, let us substitute the value. Probability of E is 1 by 4 plus probability of F is 1 by 2 minus probability of E intersection F, that is 1 by 8. So if you take the LCM as 8, here we get the answer 2 plus 4 minus 1, answer is 5 by 8. Probability of E or F is 5 by 8. Next here we need to find probability of not E, not F, not E and not F. So not E means you can write this like this way. Probability of not E means probability of E dash intersection, and we have intersection. Not F means F dash. So here see, you can apply the formula De Morgan's law, which we have discussed in chapter 1 sets. So there is a De Morgan law which says A union B whole dash is equal to A dash intersection B dash. Same formula we have to apply here. In the place of A I am taking E, in the place of B I am taking F. So we can have the same De Morgan's law for this. E union F complement or whole dash is equal to E complement intersection F complement. See here, E complement intersection F complement is equal to E union F whole complement. This is the De Morgan's law. So this value you can write like this way using the De Morgan's law. So this value I am replacing this particular value. I am not deleting this value I am replacing with this. So we have here probability of E union F complement. Next here, probability of E union F complement. This we can write like this way, because see, we have the formula probability of event not A, where we are writing probability of A plus probability of A complement is equal to 1, or probability of A complement is equal to 1 minus probability of A. We know about this formula, so the same formula I am modifying. See, in the place of A here I am taking E union F. So we can have A is replaced by E union F. So probability of E union F whole complement is equal to 1 minus probability of A. A I have taken as E union F. So 1 minus probability of E union F. So this I got from this formula, where I have taken A as E union F. So based on that we have here, see, we know the probability of E union F, which we have calculated now. So that you have to put here 1 minus 5 by 8 means 8 minus 5 divided by 8 is equal to 3 by 8. So this is the final answer. This is about exercise 16.3. Question number 12 to 15 solution. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Also click the bell icon to get regular notification. Thanks for watching.